Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this very brief participating schools video, similar to what you might experience if you are fortunate enough to have individuals or teams qualify for a state tournament. The purpose of this short video tutorial is just to get you acquainted with a few things that are going to help you and your students have the best experience for our Together 3.0 student conferences. We're really excited. We're recording this just about a week out from our first event at Willmar, and we look forward to seeing all of you and your students here in the coming days. Tessa, we can move on to slide 2, and that reminds me, I will also welcome both Tessa Hauser from the league office, supporting Lisa and I and all of the SALT and Together work. And Lisa is, of course, with us as well. And we're going to take you through the information today. Here on this slide, you can see a run of show, if you will, for the schedule that you can expect regardless of site. And we'll start with registration at 8:30. I do think for your planning purposes, planning to arrive as near to that 8:30 time as is possible for your school would be beneficial. It will also allow your students a chance to just kind of get acquainted with the venue, settle into the kind of opening keynote large group space, and meet some other students from other schools as we are preparing for our kickoff. You can see we'll start with a large group session from 9 to 9:30. You'll be introduced to some of our SALT members who will be in attendance at various conferences at our 4 sites. Then we will move into breakout sessions, and we're excited to start our breakout sessions off with a t-shirt exchange. We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in the coming slides, but want to just plant the seed first right now. Please have your students be prepared to bring a new or gently used school t-shirt, because they are going to have the opportunity to give that away or exchange it with another student and walk home with a t-shirt from representing another school or another sports team. As you can see, we have some outstanding breakout sessions here. And if you are attending the Metro or Rochester site, you will have a 5th breakout session option, and that's going to be hosted by our partners from Premier Sports Psychology, really diving into mindset, performance, and leadership. And once again, that 5th breakout room, that will only be available in the Metro and Rochester locations, but breakout rooms 1 through 4 will be available at each of our sites. And then finally, Omari Pearson, one of our nationally recognized partners, will deliver a closing message. It will be a later lunch that day, as that's how we will conclude at 1 o'clock. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Lisa, and she's going to talk a little bit more in depth about our presenters and what you might experience in both the large group and breakout sessions. Lisa, you're on mute.
Thank you, Charlie. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today and taking a few moments to really become prepared for this student conference so that your students can get the best experience possible and bring back some great information as leaders to your schools. We have had the opportunity over the last 2 years to work with our Student Activities Leadership Team, also known as SALT. And this group of young people has really made intentional progress for this regional conference to have presenters who are going to be interactive and presenters who are going to allow for really good dialogue amongst member schools to be intentional about how they want to be a leader in their school, how they want to see school culture, and how they want others to come into their space and be welcomed. And so we have a great list here with some national as well as local leaders who are going to give your students the opportunity to engage with others during their presentations and breakout spaces. We're really excited to have them for you, and we really just encourage you to have your students be fully engaged that day and be willing to be vulnerable and have good conversation with others. At this time, I'm going to send it to Tessa to talk about a few logistics.
Welcome, everyone. We are so excited that you are joining us for these conferences. A little bit about lunch. It is our last thing on our schedule, and we are hoping that kids come with some water, water bottle. There will be water filling stations at every single location. Our lunch is free this year. And then we also have it in a grab and go kind of format. You are more than welcome to stay and kind of talk about how the day has gone if that is available in your schedule. But we know that so many of you have drives that you need to get back to school. So the only location that does not have some sort of sandwich option is Rochester, where we will be doing pizza. Moving on to what we need from you. We have a couple of things that we have both for our chaperones and then for our participants. So there is a second form that you should have seen come from me. It's a Google form where we are collecting your students' names as well as if there's any dietary or special needs. We sent that right away after you registered through the website. And if you still need that, please reach out to me and I will get that to you. We are also attaching a participating schools guide that is talking about a lot of what we're talking about right now, and a little bit more of information if you could review that before. And then just encourage your students to be able to come with an open mind and excited to be active participants with all of our presenters and the other schools that are present as well. So Charlie is going to talk a little bit about the participant side as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to unclick my mute button here as I get going. ADs, as you talk to the students that you've selected or that will be joining you, just a couple of pieces as you engage with them in dialogue beforehand that's going to help them be most successful and enjoy the experience to the fullest. One, we are going to have a moment early on where the students are going to be able to share with others a picture that they have on their device about an important aspect or meaningful aspect of their school or community or groups that they belong to. Dr. Kim Heil has wanting to facilitate this to open up dialogue kind of right out of the gate. And so just encourage students to be thinking about what photo that might be for them. Also, again, just a reminder, bring a new or gently used school or team t-shirt. Have every student bring that t-shirt because we're going to do a fun exchange activity within the first breakout group where they will have a chance to make that exchange and come home with a new and different t-shirt representing a new friend and a new school that they may not have been connected to beforehand. And then finally, just as Tessa mentioned, really work with your students and encourage them to attend with an excitement and a passion to engage with their fellow participants, to engage with the speakers, and an eagerness to grow and improve their leadership skills, their communication skills. That's really the hallmarks of this conference. It's why we're doing it. And we just want to make sure that your students are showing up with the right intention. And then right now, I'm going to turn it over to Lisa for just a few final thoughts before we wrap up the message.
Thanks, Charlie and Tessa, and really good messages. And again, just thank you first and foremost for making this a priority for your schools. It takes leaders like you who are willing to bring kids and then to encourage kids to be open and willing to learn and be vulnerable, which is sometimes challenging in this world that we live in. If there are things that you have questions about or need some more information, here is our contact information. Both Charlie and my cell phone numbers are on there should you need something the day of the event. And again, really just looking forward to a great learning opportunity for your student leaders. And we appreciate each of you taking the time to make sure they're prepared and ready for a great conference. Thanks so much and have a great day.